Alright, hello everyone. I'm going to be starting out with the AMX30 prototype here, the medium. Slowly grinding this out, but here's a hoping can start out a pretty good match here for the stream. Nice to see a lot of you guys are here already. Feel free to request any tanks. I will gladly get to them, which I need to remember this. I'll just wait for people to, if anyone invites, but for Halloween I kind of forgot to do it. If anyone sends you like platoon invites, or you know, if you send them out in matches here, you should accept them. You can get some free basically houses from that, you know, for anyone on the NA server for the month here. You don't even have to stick in the platoon after the battle, you just close it right out and it still works. Thank you very much, Ghost, for the tip. And nice to see everyone. I do not have the T69 Wade, sorry. I have almost every other American tank, but you know, unfortunately for that, I do not have that. There is a tank request list. It's in the video description if you want to see what tanks I do have, however. Oopsie I almost missed that. But I got plenty of time here. I plan on doing pretty much just requests tonight. You know, I see a few of you guys requested grinds. You know, towards the end I probably will add on a couple more, but pretty much just sticking with requests tonight. Hello for everyone else, this has popped in here too. I haven't played, honestly, tanks since the last stream. I played maybe like 20 minutes of World of Warplanes the other day when I had a minute. Outside of that, I haven't played World of Tanks, and I played, I think, one match in Dreadnought. I don't necessarily want to fight here, but if this VK pushes up, I will gladly help him if this Conqueror is going to be over here. Hello, Solid. And Cuppa. You guys are taking way too long, come on. I say I'd like to push through the center, however, we don't have anyone to help with the 3 line, so it's kind of a moot point. Oh, dude, why? Like, why did you just randomly stop there? Yep, we would like to push there, however, that's Artie's task right now to take that guy out. I just wanted to make sure nobody was a stack up there. Yep, thank you, M46. I don't know if you're gonna want to stay there. Alright, got him out. Alright, didn't need to get him, that's very nice. Oop, spot at the camper. Granted, not exactly the easiest map to play that tank. Let's see, they do have a Strev 103. He might be over here as well. We'll find out. Which, since it's the first match, I'll have to catch up on chat in a second here. It's always hard for me to... Oh, yep, there he is. Ah, thank you guys. Yep, I'm probably a goner here. Okay, their arty's probably gonna... maybe not. Okay, I can get them with heat. But I guess their, you know, their arty can definitely kill me here. And, yep, he did. He just did. Oh well. Still did 2100 damage, 1300 spot, and our team's clearly gonna win this one here. Alright, let me add these requests up. Got the light tank. Right, there we go. Hello, Loki. I would honestly not be surprised if the climbing, even if they are or were in the sandbox, they'll probably remove them before we actually see them. They're doing a really, you know, they're actually focusing on taking them out. The graphics are much better though, yes. I can't wait for the HD maps, to be honest. I'm just waiting for it to end here because they're gonna pop out really quick. I probably should have invited someone to the platoon. I'm trying to remember just because the tank rewards thing, I'm a sucker for things like that. I know some people like to, but to me it usually does more harm than good in a grand sense, because a lot of people doing it in, you know, live battles, it just doesn't turn out to be that useful. Pretty decent match here. Top 3 experience, decent amount of damage. Top 4 there, a little bit of assist. I will take that. Hello, Nate. Hopefully I swap the top. Sorry, I'm soloing tonight. As far as platooning goes for streams, I did platoon, what was it, last stream I believe? Yes, I platooned for the first part of that. The next one up might be this upcoming Tuesday. I'm really just basing it off of like what I plan on playing that day and stuff like that. But I plan on doing at least one in the morning here, and probably Thursdays again for platooning for this week. Go. Let's hop into the Thunderbolt. Hello, Tommy. All right, we got more Ivanka. Send out some platoon invites. Hello, Trenton. I don't think anyone's ever seen me kind of do this, to be honest. I didn't even know how to do it at first. I knew how to click the blacklist people. Alright, so bottom tier here in the Thunderbolt, which I'm gonna have to be a little bit careful what I do. Which, okay, we got a Prima Victoria coming over. The Primo stopped. Okay, come on. was just hoping that we'd have something up here that could a little bit more of a threat than just a thunderbolt. Yes, I wish that they would do that as well, so you can kind of see people on your friends list in there instead of trying to have to read names every single match. Let's go, guys. I know that they're quite a bit spotted over here, but honestly the other side is going to be what yeah, we're gonna struggle with. My HE shell. I know I couldn't really pen the Yag Panther. Oh, very nice shot, OI. I'm just gonna move over a little bit more because really I'm the only one outside of that other guy we're in a platoon with. It's the only thing the Yag Panther really can shoot. Yep, and he just got him. Uh-oh, a little bit too far out there. Come on, we need to push. Come on, anyone? High tier, low tier, somebody? D20, yeah, the Tiger 1 should be a little bit distracted. Never mind. That obviously did not work, and I'm still alive here. Let's say unfortunately, but it's just they finally made the push as a team, and Artie killed me here. Oh well. It's just when you're top tier, you gotta frickin' push out there. I blocked 1,000 damage, but I didn't really do anything else. It's just a little bit unfortunate. I gave it my best though. Alright, let's hop into the next one, which is a grind. I'll hop into the leopard prototype here. But yeah, being bottom tier and when you don't have penetration really blows. I was perfectly fine filling in there, but we needed our Prima Victoria up. Like, nothing would have been able to pen it if it was, you know, set up where I was. He has a pretty strong turret. Literally nothing in front of him could have penned him if he just went hull down and fought off the hill. Hello, Trey. Nice to see you. But tried best that we could for there. That's half the problem with, like I've mentioned it before, like right now, a lot of times the easiest tiers to play right now, even though people complain, is tier 8 to 10. Whether you complain about the matchmaker or not at tier 8, that's what Wargaming's been balancing a lot of, and playing like beneath tier 5 can be iffy for its own reasons, for low HP to high damage potential for those tiers. So things die really quick, but playing tier 5 to tier 7 right now, it's really wonky if you get put on bottom tier a lot, because a lot of those tanks aren't, you know, getting buffed compared to tanks that are tier 8 or up. So I still might make it here. Let's see who's gonna be close. Hi. Glad he made it home.
Yeah, me too.
It's probably not going to be worth it. There we go. Maybe. There we go.
Oh,
Levi gets growled at her. It's like, where you been?
I know, whatever.
Shoot the thing with some armor. The bird prototype, why don't you have gun depression? It's actually really annoying compared to playing, say, the AMX 30. since that, you know, got some gun depression added to it. This is like playing, it feels like it has nothing. I know its gun depression isn't terrible, but right now it feels pretty bad. I'll let her know that you guys said hi if she pops back in here. Ooh, I saw that all coming and I was still gonna do it. I knew I was gonna get hit anyway. She just got done. We had I finished up right before it started, but there was a fundraiser at our restaurant today for Virgin Island, basically relief. And there was a lot of people there, so she bartended a bit today. I would have stayed, but I got into work at 5 a.m. this morning. Typically we close Sundays after breakfast, and this went on basically near dinner time, so I set up everything now. Her and I made basically 200 miniature cheesecakes for it. That took quite some time. Mainly the popping them out of the pan thing. They said hi. Hi. But fortunately, talked to her right before I went live here. Seemed like it went well. A lot of people showed up for it, so should be quite a bit of money that we can donate. Wasn't just like our restaurant doing it, it was a bunch of people in town organizing it, and we offered to host it and, you know, provide food, whatnot. Okay. This is where I hope me not capping.
Digging Floyd out?
Hope that does not come back to bite me. Almost falling off there. Cody needs guardrails. Hello, Rich. I'm pretty sure you've tried two of the ones we made. We made pumpkin cheesecake. I think you had a pumpkin one before. There was also the vanilla bean cheesecake and also a key lime cheesecake. He's gonna get me. I'm gonna try it anyway. Accept the invite. I forgot to do it. Thanks for tipping Levi a biscuit. Let me queue up the VK and get this next request in here, though. Little bud, you got tipped a biscuit. I know, this is like your favorite time. Got a mastery badge second class, though. Yep, most amount of damage on my team. The RU-251 beat me out by a little bit on their team. All in all, pretty decent match. Can't complain. So we have a VK 3002D, I think it was. Or wait, no. Oh lord. Oh god. I forgot which one it was. Luckily, it's pretty easy. Okay, it was a 3001. I figured it was that, honestly, once I double checked. Because I knew Grigsby, I'm pretty sure you're the one that requested it. Yes, I always forget to do it. The platoon thing. Huh, that's weird, Trey. Well, I'm pretty sure it's in the video description here. There's a link, like the invite for it. Alright, one of my favorite tier 6s here. Mainly because it leads to the tier 7. I really like the VK3002D. That's probably, not that I have nearly enough battles in it, but that's probably the one tank to where once I hit close to 100 battles in it, I'll probably get it around 80 or 90. I would probably get 3 marks of excellence on it. Not that I don't really keep track of it, but I remember when I finished the grind and looked at it, that was the one tank to where I was at like 50-60% or something with like 20 battles or so. Hello, Super Cat. Yes, bottom tier forever when it comes to mid-tier matchmaking for me, to be honest. I almost always get myself into too much trouble heading up here, but I'm still a sucker for heading up to this spot. I was waiting, honestly, for my team to move up. I would push much harder than this, but there's a few tanks that are higher tier than me that are probably up here. Thanks, Gary, for tipping Levi. Alright, Skoda's moving up a little bit. I think once this... Alright, guys. It's just we only spot one tank down here. So, yes, there's probably more than that, but it's still one of those, questions I always ask myself. If you only see one tank and you have like 5 or 6 people, why do most people stop? Because to me, you would want to keep moving. No more cover for you. Unfortunately for me, I can't really brawl too well against you. Go, we got him to bounce. Ooh, Artie, that's not very nice. Oh god, this is gonna hurt. Because out of all the people, it frickin' shot me. I've got nothing out of that as far as, like, damage tallies go. I'll take credit for frickin' destroying that building, though. There we go, I got 99 damage. So many text messages. At least my new phone, the text message notification's a little bit quieter than my old one. Oh, I tipped myself over. You can do it! You can do it, tank! No worries there. I had all the faith in the world I can roll myself back okay. I was a little bit concerned there. Not yet, John. Not yet. Alright. Artie is still freaking firing at me, though. We're ahead by a bit. Which, I'm going. Screw it. This is a no-cap night. For now. Even though that would be very tempting to go kill their Artie. Wait, you're shooting at me? Like my trademarked move to frickin' roll my tank over. Doing a barrel roll. It works 80% of the time. I don't know what their OHO is doing. I guess he's trying to find the artillery that is no longer there because it's dead. Not that I really can pen him very well. I'm gonna try, but... Probably not the smartest idea, because we can just cap and win. He's going in there first. I will let you do that. Even though I don't know if he fired or not. Come on, dude. I'm trying to track you. Oh, tank. Can we talk about this? Well. I definitely... I don't know why I didn't end up moving. Anyway. Well, most people think the objects is to kill everything, but winning is very nice too. But Mastery Badge 3rd class, I don't know how I got that high. I only got 659 damage, but experience-wise, a bit higher. I guess because I was damaging the OHO at the end, I guess. And I lost a crap ton of credits because I threw a lot of APCR out there. Alright, so let me tip Levi another biscuit here. Hello, bud. There you go. Don't have to ask him twice when it comes to these things. He loves them. Alright, so I got a 113 request. He likes them a lot better. We are doing the marshmallow thing. Honestly, not to say he does not like them, but this dog does not like marshmallows. I think it's because he doesn't have any teeth really. He's got like, outside of like small ones in the front, he has like 6 teeth, like main ones, and he can't chew it. So I don't think he, we break it up to where it's small. But yeah, he looks at me and I point at it and make him eat it, and then I give him a treat afterwards. But no problem, Grigsby. Thanks for the request. I like playing that tank, but it does have some trouble facing some tanks at higher tiers because of the pen, plus the accuracy. Well, honestly, both it and the tier 7, they're basically balanced around having very poor accuracy, but really high DPM, low alpha, low pen for their tiers. So if you're a tier 2 higher than it with heavy armor, it still can't really pen you from the front with premium rounds. You just need to, stick your front towards them. I'm just gonna invite these guys. They're in artillery. What the hell? Wi-Fi router? Ugh. I forget the name of mine. It might be in my PC spec list, but I don't think. I forget the name of it. I think I use like an Asus router. Names escaping me here. Or no. Nah, I completely forget. I find no... Hello, Fix-It Man, nice to see you. I find no when it comes to, like, routers, whether you just use it for the Wi-Fi or not, like, I wire most of my stuff except for my phone, of course, but it would be weird having a Ethernet wire in it. I tend to get something that isn't the most expensive thing, but at least, you know, closer to $200, because the difference is pretty big. Like my parents always got the cheap things before. Now they have the same one that I do, and they like it much better. But it does make a pretty big difference. I actually plan on no, because our bedroom, the very far edge of it, doesn't get the best coverage for Wi-Fi. I plan on making it's gonna be like a little hobby this winter. I'm gonna make a Wi-Fi extender out of a Raspberry Pi PC. I saw a little tutorial for it. I want to try it out. Yep, this is definitely not safe, Cody. Why did I go up here? Well, there you go. That's probably it. What Solid Beer posted. The ASUS. It's whatever, like, that actually sounds really close number-wise. Whatever one is one of their top-end ones. But they have, well, I wouldn't say it's bleeding edge. Like this, there's some, like, really freaking... Yeah, because I was looking into it, you know, when we purchased the house here. Like, I found it at Walmart, so it's not like it's some super extremely rare fancy thing. Like Walmart stocked it. But it's a pretty good one for, you know, what most people would want to get out of it for gaming and general usage. Like I get Wi-Fi if I walk like 4 houses down in my neighborhood outside. Hello, Taya. Skoda, it's a good one, the tier 9 one, and the tier 10, the TVP. Can't go wrong with that line once you get to the high tiers. Hello, Peter. Alright, feels like nobody is like sticking their neck out over here except for moi. Oh, how did that miss him? I don't think he spotted me though. He probably did, but screw it. Keep this guy proxy spot it, and hopefully the 268 pops his neck back out. Yep. And I missed again. Granted, I didn't aim that well there. There we go. Thank you, Super Conqueror. He's... Never mind, he's aiming for somebody else. I say he tried to pop down when the Foch pushed on him. That was not a good idea. If he just stayed where he was, honestly, the Foch, like, he just died there. He would have died before being able to do anything to him. Alright, we're still up by quite a few tanks. I just mainly had to play it safe here because they still have a lot of tanks over here that could pause. Oh god, this is... I have a heat shell shooting a Strep 103B. That's 2 things you don't want to do when it's pointing right at you. Could be an SPG on my right. Guys, anybody? I angled too much. That's how he Hit my ammo rack right there, and he's a goner. Yeah, he hit me in the side, basically. Alright, so they have an E3. Ichi. Wait for my platoon friend here. Yeah. Do it, dude. No. Ah, I missed him. My turret, I was still spinning. It wasn't turning fast enough. There we go, I got a little shot in. Hello Abdul, nice to see you. Good morning. Hello Mind Pro as well. Hello Redneck. Yeah, that's where honestly the missions for like the tanks, I don't even pay attention until you know I'm within like shooting distance of them. Alethea's Wi-Fi. If you're talking about, you know, our hotel and restaurant, it depends on where you're at. It is a really giant Victorian building. It's definitely spotty depending on where you're at. Sure I didn't miss anything here. All right. Sorry, dude. I'm not I'm not actually platooning. Yeah. The main reason why I mentioned it, if anyone, you know, if you're planning to play like solo on the NA server, which, you know, I'm doing today, what you can do is just accept platoon invites or send them out in battles. For the tank reward mission here. Basically this one is locked to people platooning together. You don't actually have to stay in the platoon. You know, you just, even if you die before the other person, you pop out after the battle, it counts for it. So you get to trick or treat a couple more times. I will be platooning now Tuesdays. Stream in the morning if anyone's interested, which, oh lord. There we go. Finally found the tank. Damn French tanks, can't find them. Fat chat, tier 9 here. I saw what you posted on Discordgram, yeah. So, certain things for, you know, those super heavy tanks are pretty expensive. You can, JC. Like I can just type it right in here. I stream until 11 p.m. now. So 3-hour streams, I can pretty much fit in requests more or less the whole night. Nobody wants to be my platoon mate. There we go. See if I can do a little quick spotting. Thanks Floyd. I did forget that. I'm actually tinkering around with adding something. Streamlabs calls it Stream Boss, but essentially it would take into account like people subbing, sponsoring, tipping, stuff like that, and it basically counts down like HP essentially. It's like you're fighting a boss in like RPG, but I might do something like that to where every time it hits like a certain amount and it, you know, ticks down to 0, something special happens. Oop, I'm spotted for a little too long. I need to duck down there. Come on, guys. Start pew pew. Something. Yeah, exclamation point request. Which I popped up the 140 there for you. Yes, it's tonight, the vote. I'll probably do that a little bit after, say around 9:30 or something here. So about an hour from now. About when I did it last stream, in between the first and second raffles. Alright, can the people behind me please move? Like up? I would rather not just sit here spotting. Like, not really getting shot at. Come on. 54, thank you. ISU, are you gonna push up? Screw it. This is probably gonna get killed. Yep, there's a TVP. This is definitely gonna get him killed. I'm gonna keep going anyway. Well, aw, they didn't get the TVP. I accomplished quite a bit there, though. All in the span of like 10 seconds. 1,300 damage and 1,600 assist. I'll take it. I definitely didn't want to die there, but when I saw the TVP pop up, the T-34, whatever, yeah. Oh well. That was at least fun. Alrighty there. So we have a grind up. Next one, I'll stick with French here. AMX 1390. Yep. Wanted to make sure that was actually a grind. Yes, I'm still grinding out the light. Anybody want a platoon? A new phone? Honestly, not saying I'm biased for phones, but if you're not on like in the US at least, like Verizon or I think it's T-Mobile, where they're a different network type than pretty much everywhere else in the world, honestly, I would buy your phone off of like Amazon or somewhere else and it's unlocked. So you can take it to whatever carrier you want. It doesn't have a ton of crap installed on it. But Ryan and I, we both have Sony, not that our phones look like phones, but Sony Xperia. I have the Sony Xperia X, and she is the X Compact, so, you know, it's a little bit smaller. She likes something that fits in her pocket. My phone, spec-wise, it's comparable to a lot of, like, the really expensive phones, but it cost me like 220 bucks, I think I bought it at. It's not their newest one, it's the one from last year, but honestly you can get phones cheaper if you're not bound to buying directly, say, from AT&T, Verizon, what have you. It's just hard if you're on, say, Verizon, or I'm pretty sure it's T-Mobile. They both use a different like network type that's not compatible with most phones. It's hard to buy your own and bring it to them. But I've never honestly had a trouble with a Sony Xperia phone. This is my second one. My first one's honestly right under it here. The only reason I switched is that one is on Verizon, but you know, it's just disabled now. I use it for just browsing at home. I can't take it anywhere else because it doesn't work on AT&T and whatnot. is gonna... Ooh. Yeah, awesome. Probably should have figured because nobody else is over here on my team. Honestly, the only experience we've had with a Moto phone, or Motorola, Ryan had one. She had a really cheap one though, a few years ago. It was terrible. It just had a lot of problems. She had to get it replaced. But that might have just been that specific phone, because when she got a replacement, you know, it all fixed itself after that. Sometime Costas I do. It's just I don't have, you know, 100%, you know, like 2-3 crew skill crews and everything, because, you know, I got quite a few tanks here. Probably should have took a shot at him. I would like to see anybody that has, you know, 257 tanks with, you know, that amount of crew skills on them. Plus I do brothers in arms first for everything, which obviously nobody wants to accept my platoon invites. They don't like me. He looks, nope. Yag Tiger's gonna be first up here. Really strange that he's literally driving like that. Not supposed to shoot me. The Skoda. I set up to where he wasn't supposed to be able to hit me, and he pushed over to the edge of the map there. But yeah, mostly, I keep most of my good crews in, you know, my tier 10s. The tier 9s here, the last two and this one, you know, I'm playing, they're ones I'm grinding. So typically, I don't really, you know, keep good crews and tanks that I'm grinding. I don't sell them after I'm done, but more or less I will just keep a maxed out crew in the tier 10. Oh god, why am I... No, I need to run away. While also screaming, that typically helps. Don't shoot. Hello, Ethan. You're stuck on the AMX 40? Basically just grin and bear it until you get past it. Because then they all pretty much play the same. I would definitely say though that if I was grinding through the line, which, you know, I haven't really ground through this line because I first got to the tier 10 bat medium when it was initially released. It starts picking up around tier 8. As far as before that, you know, your guns, they feel a little bit lackluster, but as far as playing the AMX 40, honestly, you just gotta... It sounds weird. It does have a little bit of armor, and it has decent mobility going downhill, unless they've changed it recently. And honestly, the gun just freaking chuck out HE shells a lot of the time. I believe that they didn't remove the derp gun on it. I haven't played that tank in like 2 years though. But it's just one of those tanks where, you know, it does suck, but you know, you can still do stuff in it. It's just, it takes a little bit of finagling. At least it's only a tier 4 though, so yeah, just look at it as try to outperform another tank that you're, you know, matched with same tier on an enemy team as far as like damage or assist damage. He is right there. It is attack. You know, they don't have to push on us. You needed to push a little bit further for me, T-30. Holy crap, I actually penned him there. Hello, Jordan. Nice to see you. Ooh, I need to back up. Basing this off of how my T-32 has a V range. Or how much mine has. The STB-1? See, I like the STB-1, but I get why a lot of people might get annoyed with it, because it is a little bit inaccurate. Really hard to reach that BPM value. Sure, I'm gonna find this T-28 frickin' TD somewhere. I don't want to. Alright. Yeah, at this point... Yeah, there's no way. As far as winning, like, I did some damage here, but a lot of this has come when we've pretty much, you know, lost at this point. Yeah, Artie's probably gonna kill me here. I'm just hoping that this guy is not really paying... Oh, he is paying attention. Thank you, Artie. Got a little bit more there. Still don't really know how there's a chance for us to win this. I don't even know if our Scot is playing. Maybe he is. He's got one kill. But there was no way I was going to be able to cap or honestly kill. Yeah, he's got me. You type exclamation point request space and the tank you'd like me to play. If you want to see what tanks I have, just click the link that's going to pop up here. I'm guessing, Ethan, you don't have a premium account, I would assume, if you're saying you're losing money on the UDES. So yes, if you don't have a premium account, basically the way World of Tanks economy is, premium account, you'll pretty much make money on every tier except for bad matches in tier 9 and 10. Unless you're firing premium rounds, and then, you know, you can lose credits if you miss a lot of them at pretty much any tier. Without a premium account, essentially, which decent amount of damage here, but unfortunately didn't you know, didn't have any push there at the end to be able to do anything. Without a premium account, essentially that bar gets moved, you know, from potentially tier 10 and 9 at bad battles for non-premium account holders. It gets moved, you know, down basically 2 tiers to where starting around tier 7, but mainly tier 8, that's where it gets a little bit difficult for you to turn a profit every single match. But definitely, you know, don't fire premium rounds, especially in the UDES. As far as like consumables, just carry basic ones, except for I do think the automatic fire extinguisher is worth it. But if you don't have a premium account, just, you know, use it on your maybe tier 7s and up. But pretty much as far as what you're looking for with making credits, especially without, say, a premium account, basically the whole credit system revolves around you doing damage to tanks. So you want tanks that basically have decent guns on them. You know, getting a heavy tank can, you know, still turn more of a profit than, say, a tank that is mainly doing damage, like a TD, what have you. But typically, you know, you want a tank primarily that's able to do damage with its standard round, not take a lot of damage in return, and icing on the cake if you can get some assist damage, whether that's through spotting or say tracking a tank and then he gets damaged. Assist damage, you get 50% of the experience and credits from any damage done there. That's one thing to where, you know, sometimes looking at endgame screens can be confusing why you don't make as much or you make more certain matches. It all comes down to whether or not you're spotting your own damage. So if you aren't spotting the tank and someone else is, they get 50% of, you know, the experience and credits from that. And vice versa, say you're spotting the tank and you're doing damage to it, plus you like shoot it in the track wheel to keep it there, and people are assist damaging it, you're essentially netting a lot more than just doing straight damage to it yourself. If that makes, you know, any sense. I'm a little bit too far out here for my team because they are going to have a lot of people in the town. Hello Sasuke, nice to see you. Ooh, yeah, he got nuked. I'm actually slightly scared. I usually like fighting in this spot, but they are going to have a lot of people in the town here. I would also say, if you're on the NA server, make sure you go to tankrewards.com. It's an NA server only thing. Make sure you link your account to it and you complete some missions because you can get free gold through that, free premium tanks. You can get credit boosters, equipment, basically anything for free, essentially just completing missions. And you know, at the very least, you can get enough gold to where you could run, I would say monthly. You could probably pick like 1 day a week for, you know, if you play World of Tanks a few days a week, you can probably get enough gold to be able to run a premium account 1 day a week every single month if you kind of ration it out a little bit. I screwed up a little bit. I stayed out here a little bit too long. That's my fault. But you can definitely, like this month, most of the months you're, not to say you're guaranteed to get a free premium tank, but I would say if you play minimum, you know, just like say 2 hours, like 3 to 4 days a week, you can get a free tier 5 premium tank at least every single month. And if you get duplicates, you get the gold value from that. So that's an easy couple thousand gold. Dumb me, I sat out there and got hit by an E4 and an E100. I knew it was coming, but I was talking too much. Unfortunately, you're in EU. Hello, Marco. Nice to see you. Yeah. Unfortunately, EU and, you know, any other server doesn't have access to tank rewards. They've talked about doing it for other servers, but they've never, you know, pulled the trigger. I have a feeling that because they give away a lot of stuff through it, to where I don't think they want to roll it out to other servers, to be honest. Ah, crap. I didn't mean to swap over to heat. I wanted that for my next shell. I kind of screwed myself here with HP. Yeah, I kind of... Oh, Lord. No. Please, no. Yeah. I kind of feel bad because I wasted literally this whole match in a way. Because I lost, what, almost 1500 HP just from... I hate that thing. Granted, I shouldn't have been shooting a heat round at it. Yeah, I lost so much of my HP just by being in the wrong place, wrong time. I think I can out DPM it. I don't know why I should have to worry about that against a heavy, but that thing has a shit ton of DPM. I see you there, AMX-30B. Oh crap, you actually moved up. I definitely didn't hit him where I get shot. This is what not to do. Come on, girl, you can do it. It's only the North American PC server. I hope he just leapfrogged a little bit back further. Honestly, if our 261 pushes over, he'd be able to kill the Type 5 and the Jagdpanzer E100 really easy. This guy's gonna move. Maybe he isn't. He's gotta move. Well, the girl's got him. As long as we win, I'll take my 735 damage. Only if we win, though. If we lose, then it's definitely on me. Crap, I just got spotted. Yeah. Yeah. Well then. That's definitely not good. See ya. See ya, Jack. Hello, Jack. Oh, he just popped in. Thanks for popping in. Crap. Oh, there's my one shot there, and I blew it. That was, honestly, that was a pitiful match by my part in a lot of different ways. I had to screw up sometime pretty big way so far. Whoops. Anyway. Alright, so I have a Leo light tank here. I can add the Jumbo Sherman. Yeah, it's just a request. You don't have to, like, Nice Cuppa did it. Honestly, as far as board gaming hating people in servers, a lot of it, you know, there's no real facts behind it, but as far as copyright strike things, like, I'm not a community contributor. You know, I'd kind of like to be, only because I'd be able to stream different stuff that, you know, I can't necessarily stream if I'm testing it. But when you're a community contributor, you do sign something that more or less, you know, not that wargaming would actually do a copyright strike against you, but they do actually not to say they control you, but it's basically stated, like, I have a written agreement with wargaming to where if YouTube ever flags one of my things for using anything wargaming, I have a written agreement that helps me out with that. But wargaming does reserve the right in that, even with what I have, but it applies to community contributors, to where they do reserve the right to basically take down, flag, what have you, for any video basically you post that they don't necessarily agree with. Almost every single gaming company does it, and a lot of people read too much into that. Mostly it deals with, you know, it's in there because say somebody posts like some really racist video about like World of Tanks or something. Basically Wargaming has something written and it's all spelled out that allows them to quickly take that down. But I know what you're referencing, and honestly, you know, everyone's human, and Wargaming in that specific scenario where they threatened a bunch of people with a strike, that was just one person in general doing a knee-jerk reaction, and, you know, it happens. I do it, honestly, at work sometimes when I yell at someone and I might not necessarily mean to. People get caught up in that moment, especially when you're behind a keyboard and there's no threat of someone punching you. Oh lord, they found me. Alright, I thought about running out there, but yeah, he's a goner. I really like going to this spot when I'm in a light. Typically they take a lot more damage trying to weed you out of here than you take from them. Oh lord. Oh, that was such a bad shot there. There we go. Fifth or fourth time's the charm. See you, Andrew. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day at work tomorrow. Which I'm going to start a raffle coming up after this battle. And after the raffle, I'll do a pick the next game for Tuesday poll. I think he's going to back up to where I want him to be, but he's taking too long. Oh, yes. Honestly, half the things, like not even just gaming, but when people complain about companies doing something for profit, they're a company. Like, you know, it's like me at work when people look at me funny when I tell them to charge someone like 50 cents to like add whipped cream or something on a waffle, because, you know, we don't have whipped cream all over like our waffles and pancakes in the morning. They look at me like, why? I'm like, costs money. Like, nothing is free. What am I gonna find around door? I found a Tog. Awesome. He's actually probably gonna get me here. Oh lord, nope, I'm slow. He's got me. Yeah, that's the one thing I didn't want to run into. Oh well, touche. Tog 2 got over 1,000 damage, but yeah, that didn't exactly work out very well. Hopefully we win that. Alright, so let me start a raffle. I will say at this point, for requests, I'm gonna add up the 2 that are there, but it's probably gonna be cutting it towards the end of the stream now. So to enter the raffle, all you have to do is hit ! Raffle to enter it, and the winner gets 500 Levi biscuits. So I got the Super Conqueror up next here. Totally not broken at all, this tank. Accept my platoon invite. Here we go. That works. Vertec, I can put the IS-6 into the request list, but what I just said a little, minute or two ago, I do tank requests in order here, and we're going to be getting towards the tail end of the stream to when I'm going to be getting to any more requests now. Ooh, I 0 damage crit at him. Go figure. You don't gotta pay me, you gotta pay Levi. Little passed out dog there. He had a very, very rough time when I came home from work and he got to play at my grandparents for a bit. No solid beer. Like, it went up a little bit, but like, it's what, 50 milliseconds here at worst. I used to get like 20 to 30. You don't notice anything, honestly, under 80, and I would say anything under 100 is playable and, perfectly fine. It's more or less stability that a lot of people have problems with. As long as it's stable, your ping, you get used to it, and I don't know why I did that, but I did. Oh, if we want to go, I'll go. I honestly did not expect my team to want to push. Nobody ever wants to do that. I tracked him. Awesome. I didn't want to track him the second time. Oh god. I am in the... Yep. Which, whatever. I'm fine with taking a shot. As long as he doesn't pop out again. Bring it, Grill 15. Oh lord, he actually... FV4005 was waning for me. I am really lucky. I'll admit it when I'm lucky. I was lucky there. Good. Oh, there we go. Thanks for kind of stopping him. 22 HP, you guys should be able to deal with that. If they can't throw a HE round at him, then no offense, but not that I can hit him anymore. Kind of deserve to be destroyed. Low IS-7. You do know that you don't have any gun depression. That E100 is still alive. Come on, T-62A. Oh lord. We're actually in a bit of a pickle now. I kind of thought these guys would be able to push, and IS-7 popped down with me. So we're actually a little bit light where I thought we'd have more tanks. Oh lord. Yeah, that's not good. He shouldn't have been able to get me there, and I fudged that up. 2,800 damage though, but I'm a little bit angry at myself there for letting him to be able to do that. Oh well. Anyway, on to the M4A1 Rev. That was a mistake. More or less, because the 183 doesn't have gun depression, I should have just moved a little bit over to the right, because the FV4005 wouldn't have pushed up on me, because he would have got a ton of damage dealt to him. So I should have just moved closer to 183. He wouldn't be able to point his gun down at me enough. Congratulations, Solid Beer. That's not good, Daniel. Getting banned. Which hello, Antonio. I'm getting so many text messages. There we go. Honestly, if you're like actually banned, like and not just a temporary ban, you know, people just randomly reporting you in the game doesn't cause that. Not to say, you know, there might be another. Oh. Up after this battle, though, I'll put up a poll for Tuesday's game. But if it's your first thing, it's just like a temporary ban. They don't outright ban you for your first offense. Alright. My brother and sister need to chill out a little bit here with the text messages. Oh, that's not good. I missed my first shot. And yeah, that's really not good. Just yeah, not a good time because Ari just shot me again. Turned my phone on silent. Honestly, I have a thing with text messages and stuff. It really distracts me. And I guessed wrong, and he's alright. After this, I'm gonna hop into honestly the E3 and try to get a decent match in here before doing another request, just so I can get a nice solid game under my belt. Honestly, I suck at this tank too. It's a pretty good premium, but I honestly really suck at it. Get it over with, are you? I don't have anyone behind me helping me. Alright, there's my crappy match. Sorry for whoever requested that. Hello, Doug. Nice to see you. I don't have the countdown up right now, no. I forgot to put it up early on the stream. And let me hop into an E3 before getting to the T57. The little frickin' jingles, though, they're getting me pissed off, to be honest. Alright, now that my phone is dealt with. It is no. None of those text messages are important. They're texting a video of someone putting their dog in a Halloween costume. I rank that pretty low on things that are important. Thank you very much, Caleb, for the subscription. I'm gonna head this way. Just T95 mouse. Wait, Fosh B, where? Yeah, he's gonna go to the town too. I'm definitely not going to the town. Honestly, I can still hear my phone freaking rumbling and they're not stopping. Right. Zero damage crit, but I guess I'll take that. I did track him. That's... I hit the bat chat on Mountain Pass for 0 damage too for my first shot. Definitely didn't hit him. Anyway. I honestly didn't even recognize the dog in the video, so they're just randomly sharing videos there. Usually by like a couple minutes in, they're like, I wonder how mad Cody is right now. Because typically it happens when I'm like busy at work and like my phone I feel vibrating in my pocket. Yeah, it's just a little quirk about me, you know. It annoys me for some reason. I guess if nobody else wants to sit out here, I'll frickin' take a beating for my team. Just didn't push the town, because we have all slow tanks. I was about to say, I don't think I'm... Thank you very much, Labobo. As long as this T-49 sticks around me, I'll be okay. He doesn't help me though, I'll be in a little bit of trouble. This guy's like, shit. Come on, let's get past me. Thank you. Like, was that hard? You know, the 2 TDs sitting behind us, like... Honestly, this is gonna be pretty lackluster as far as like damage and stuff goes, but I knew going to this flank, if I didn't head over here, it wouldn't have got anywhere from the looks of it. Worry more about your damn mission and less about freaking pinging people. How about that? Honestly, if I was really, really a dick right now, I could just not shoot to 704. But I know how hard it is to do the frickin' arty missions where you have to... They did make them easier, but where you have to like damage 1 to 2 arties. They are probably one of the harder missions to complete. Thanks for tipping Levi, Dana. Alright, I'm not gonna get anything else here. But... Hello, bud. Okay. I'm gonna leave Levi's tip there, because he is currently having a little dream right now. You probably won't be able to see it on the camera here, but he is... Whoopsie daisy. Let me fix that. I forgot to do that. Hi. I forgot to take that off. Yeah, he's currently... He's enjoying his nap on his bed. I always put webcam covers on whenever I'm not streaming, and I forgot to take it off there. Don't need the government spying on me. No. Unfortunately, I don't have the AMX 40. More like he is Or I guess he stopped now. He was humping the shit out of something. Excuse my language. Alright, so T57 here. Let me get through this and I'll put up a poll. Basically, what's going to be coming up for the poll, you're going to type !vote 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, depending on what game you want me to play. There's going to be 5 choices. Hey, holy crap. It's a grand battle. I have not seen one of these since the second day that they came out. What I was gonna say. Alright, so the options are gonna be number 1's gonna be Dreadnought, number 2 is Overwatch. It'll pop up in the chat. Number 3 will be World of Warplanes, which we did last week. Number 4 is World of Warships, and then number 5 is Destiny 2, since that'll be coming out Tuesday for PC. And I plan on getting it. But I'll do the poll after this. If the stream ever pops out, honestly though, you just hit refresh, and or if you don't want to refresh everything, just drop the quality down from say 1080 down to 720, and it'll, with YouTube, the way they do live streams, it'll adjust the bit rate. So basically what you have to download to watch the video, it'll cut it down pretty significantly. And if that doesn't work, if you're not watching full screen, you can even watch at 480p and the quality's still you know, good enough. And virtually, you know, you can watch that on mobile. That's typically what you would watch on a cell phone, 480p resolution. Not in the safest location here if they have a lot of tanks behind these rocks, but find out here very soon. Got a lot more guns here than we do. A little bit scary. I'd like to have a little bit of armor if I'm honestly in a grand battle fight. This doesn't even have turret armor. Okay. Okay, turn your turret. That's a no-no in that tank. Extract, that helps. Gone. Thank you, Artie, for reminding me. Ah, I guess reload it. I could have hit him. Your second Artie just tried to shoot me even though I wasn't spotted. How wonderful. Well, I know where I'm not going again. Yes. Some of the small stuff, yeah, does get washed out. Let's say, oh, we got the type 5 spot. So let's say I think we're gonna start getting things spotted here again. Like me. I didn't want to get spotted there. I guess the type 5 actually has optics on his tank. Here we go, T-57's up. I thought I could hit him. I credit him some. Casper, honestly, I played that a couple matches ago. If you missed that, I was sucking it up there. Honestly, gist of it is it's an M4 chassis at tier 8, so you know what you got armor-wise and survivability-wise. It's pretty much, you know, abuse the hell out of the gun. It does lack a little bit of pen though, if you're facing 9s and 10s, but it's pretty much about staying at long range, maybe even near a hill at best, just dishing out a ton of damage, but it is tough if you're against higher tiers. I'm really surprised, honestly, that I actually got one of these things. At this point, though, being a grand battle, we're up by so much that it's virtually impossible to come back from these things, since there's no respawns. I think that was a pretty big mistake on Wargaming's part. If they didn't want to do like the frontline mode, which I'm really hoping they release for the holidays here, where you can respawn with tier 10s, attacking and defending, I kind of wish that they, for this, would allow you to spawn twice. So if you die, you get one more life, and adjust accordingly. Like as far as like putting in a point system. There's an IS-7 there, but I'm hoping that, there we go, we can kill him without dying. I think that would be a lot better, because right now, once you die and your team loses a few tanks in the beginning, you're basically screwed. More so than other battles, because one side just, it snowballs really, really fast on this map. But we got a little win here. Whoop that. I was gonna say, I didn't think you could go down there, but I guess you can. I'm just gonna just stay up here. Maybe I can hit the object. Very big maybe. Never mind, he's dead. Alright. So let me make sure this pole gets up right. We won a grand battle, yay! 3,000 damage. Mashu Baz third class. We won mines in the M4 A1 Rev match. I definitely did not do anything there. That was 0 damage, but decent match here as far as 30v30 goes. But if you look at our, we only had 1 tank with 0 damage. It's basically it's fun getting into 30v30 every now and then. It doesn't work balance-wise, in my opinion, still. I thought the same thing when it was on Sandbox. I couldn't stream it when I was playing 30v30 on Sandbox because I'm not a community contributor, but I think the same thing now. But anyway, let me make sure this poll gets up. Okay, so it's going to be up for 10 minutes here. You can vote on which game I'm going to be playing Tuesday night. Let me get into the Tiger 2. So all you have to do is type !vote, press space, and then pick 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. The options are in chat. So you have Dreadnought as number 1, number 2 is Overwatch, number 3 is World of Warplanes, number 4 is World of Warships, and number 5 is Destiny 2. Alright, I need to remember to invite people, honestly. Uh-oh, everyone's picking Destiny 2. I plan on actually, it's coming out Tuesday morning. I plan on buying it tomorrow and preloading it. I played Destiny 1 on PS4, but it'll be interesting. I haven't played too many games like it on PC. But vote for anything, guys. Honestly, I really like that I can do different streams now on Tuesdays, so I can play something, or not play, just play something different, but stream something different if people are interested in it. Which I did add something. I didn't mention it though, because I did add it just this stream. I did add something into the chatbot shop. It's very expensive, accordingly, but pretty much you have to purchase it before a vote goes off for Sundays. And if you buy it, you can actually pick the game for Tuesday's stream. But it's very expensive for a reason, since it's, you know, one person picking. And I put choices up there, basically the choices that you see here. Yeah, it's not like you can pick a game that I don't own or I can't stream. Uh-oh, he be aiming at me. I actually cannot pen him very well. Yes, it's a little expensive for a reason. Because if someone really wants to see a game, I put it up there. Man, I'm gonna have to learn how to play. I'm gonna have to learn how to play Destiny 2. I'm pretty sure it's the same as the first one. Just gonna be getting used to the controls since I played it on PS4 last. Come at me, tanks. Going the wrong way, WZ. You don't have a fire. Maybe he's got a manual one. It's actually getting a little giddy there. I have not tried Warframe, no. Solid Beer. I've seen it, but the main reason I didn't get it, there's only a certain amount of like games I can get. I'm pretty sure it's not super grindy, but I'm pretty sure it has grind elements in it. Another free-to-play game, to where at least I know that, take like Destiny, it has some grind elements to it, but there's only X amount of like free-to-play games I can get into without going bankrupt. It did look like a pretty interesting game. I saw they put a patch out to add in like some open world elements too, which I guess I completely derp there. You don't do that in a Tiger 2. Push to where they can hit you in the sides. And I did just that and lost all my HP in the process. The 1%ers. Well, granted you're a sponsor too, but it's one benefit of being a sponsor here. You get a multiplier of Levi biscuits. What do I have it at? I think it's 4 times, and if you're a moderator, you get another. They get 2x. The biscuits per minute. Sponsors 4x, and they do stack. Okay, as far as free-to-play games, I got World of Tanks here. I dabble in ships and planes, but there's also Dreadnought. That's also a free-to-play game. I actually just got... Oh Lord, the Bulldog's able to hit me again. I forgot about him. I got myself too far up in a Tiger 2 here. And that's what did me in. Granted, our team also kind of evaporated, but Tiger 2, you don't wanna do that. Anyway, moving along here. E50 is the next tank up. Need to stop making stupid mistakes like that. See ya, Jack. Thank you very much for watching. But very clearly, it seems like Destiny 2 is going to be the stream of the week here, and that'll be Tuesday stream at night. What is it? 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I would say what the Tiger 2 needs, you know, I wouldn't, you know, change its armor or anything, because it's pretty much close to what it was, you know, it actually had. To where, you know, I would say it just needs a little bit more DPM, just a pinch, and maybe a little bit more HP to it. I wouldn't change it much though. It still performs pretty well when you look at it as far as like win percentage, damage dealt and stuff. It's not really a heavy tank. It's just like a fat medium tank essentially. Yes, Randall, it's a first person / third person shooter essentially. Which I'll be able to, basically it has a single player element, like a story mode, or like a PvP element. I'll probably dabble a little bit in both. Mainly, you know, I'm picking it up because I like little fun games like that. You know, I don't take them too seriously. Like, you know, if I'm playing PvP, I just play to have fun, honestly. Like, I don't, you know, care how well I do. I still try to do my best, of course, but yeah, it's a little bit different than tanks, to where, you know, I like to... Ah, God, 0 damage crit. But, yeah. It'll be a fun stream. I just need to, because I stream Tuesday morning, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of tinkering, because I'm gonna have to make an overlay for it and also do a little test stream, because I have to find my settings out. And hopefully there's no game-breaking bugs to where I can't play it at all. But even with the E75, you know, it's a tank, you can't really expose your side, but the Tiger 2, it's just, you know, I still treat it like it's a medium, essentially. Just really slow, and yeah. Really no elements of a medium outside of the armor sucks. I got a problem here in, you know, I can't really push anywhere because my team doesn't really have any spots that I can push somewhat safely. It's like, I guess I can pop up here. It's just I don't think I'm going to be able to really shoot anything. But there's a... Yeah, he's just waiting for me. Whoop. It's about with the T95. Nope. Whoa, Super Conqueror. People do that, it just completely like blinds, you know, me looking at what my team's doing when they ping the map that much. This is probably gonna get me killed. Definitely gonna get me killed. I can't bounce both ways. I'm a goner. Who did the same thing. I pushed somewhere and got shot from the sides, but our problem was I wasn't going to be able to push up here. We didn't have enough tanks up there. A few of our tanks from there went south too much, but they had a lot of people up here to where it was worthless for us to add any more tanks up there. But we weren't able to push the center because even though we had more tanks down this way, we're not able to push to the south because they had tanks all the way down here, which basically cover all the way up to where that T-54E1 is. It's just one of those things where assault on this map, you need to push one flank. So, granted, I should have just went south more instead of trying to push through the center. That was really dumb on my part. Been doing a lot of that tonight here. We have object 140 request. You little bud, you gonna find your biscuit? There you go. Since I have a second here, I can actually put my ringer back on my phone because I think oh Lord. Okay, there we go. Caught up on family messages. Knowing my family, everyone is sleeping now. Anyway, though, on to the Object 140 here. My plan, just more or less in this, and pretty much any time I'm on this map from the south. How many mediums do they have compared to us, and do I think I'm going to be able to get up there safely, which right now is a big fat no. So I'm actually going to head south. If they don't put any mediums in the south here, I should be able to beat all their heavy tanks up here and get into J1, hopefully spot and get some assist damage here. But trying to push from the south here and beat out their mediums and their WZ-132 light, very bad for me because you're going to get caught here and you're just going to get annihilated. The southern spawn has a slight edge when it comes to fighting in the south. North has a slight edge fighting in the northern part, like northeast, to where, you know, do I recommend always going here in a medium? No. But in this circumstance, I don't think that I was going to be able to get over to where I would actually be able to help. Alright, I'll switch the overlay after this battle here. Which it seems like my other mediums did the same choice, and our heavy tanks actually went the opposite way. And they're just camping at the base, so... This is fairly... Here we go. See if anyone's in the middle, kind of waning. Here's an E100. Now we have a problem of not having enough people here. Now we have mediums trying to fight where typically heavies do. Crapola. I don't have a heat round. So this is interesting. Let me tuck in. Where are you going? Same with you. You're gonna stick right there, T-57. Or not. He doesn't have the best gun depression, now he's able to hit us. I was trying to track him before that. Yeah, we got them here. But this side, it's just so hard pushing up here from their side that you almost rarely never see me do it. This usually ends up like this, a bloodbath. I don't know why they do that, Randall. Unless they... Sometimes I do it by mistake. If they're alt-tabbed and you click in, it can register and shoot sometimes, depending on how you do it. Come on, keep going. Dude, we are freaking really vulnerable here. Like, where he stopped, yeah, it's not a good spot to stop. Otherwise, yeah, low tiers, a lot of people don't realize that when you shoot, you lose your camo. Alright, my team needs a nice little sacrificial lamb here with me in the 907. Don't have my driver, so I don't know how well this is going to end. Ooh lord, there's a bat chat. Thank you, Mr. Super Conqueror. Alright, we're up by 7 tanks. This should be a walk in the park, but you never know. Alright, they're already aiming at me. He's over there. Their bat actually died. Uh-oh. I was like, where did he spot me from? Now I'm in a bit of a pickle. Their Artie's probably gonna pick me off here. I just can't do both here. Banking on their little light tank being preoccupied. Decent match though. 2,900 damage, 2,100 assist. Let's see if I can tack more on here or if I'm just gonna die. Still figuring out that last step. I can overmatch his side. If there's ever a Strev TD facing you that you can't punch through the top or the front, you're just bouncing off. If it's a little bit angled at you, just shoot it in the side. You'll overmatch it every time. Alright, so I need to switch the overlay cover green. Here we go. I got a Master Badge 2nd class. Thank you, Chuck Norris, for the platoon. Most amount of damage on my team. Their Strev beat us out as far as over there. All in all, pretty decent. Got a little bit of bonds on top of it as well. So Levi has a pick here. Levi's gonna pick the tier 9 Conqueror, come to think of it. Haven't played this yet. However, difference between the two, as you can see, the turrets here are very similar as far as they go, but more or less the tier 9 Conqueror compared to before, the gun got nerfed a little bit, but it actually has a pretty good amount of armor to it now. Platoon with me. Alright, so I got a little over an hour here left. I'll do a raffle after this battle here, and I think as far as requests go, I'll be able to get to everything The chat here in YouTube Gaming, Dana, if it's not scrolling properly, I had that problem one stream. It fixed itself after a while. Try closing the page down if you have it like popped out or something and redo it. If not, I just swapped over to the non-gaming website or vice versa, and that fixed it right away. Obviously, none of those three people want to platoon with me. Try fourth. I'm gonna wait and see. Here we go. I'm on T-34. No one's sitting there. The upper plate on the Conqueror, though, even the Tier 9 got buffed. Even without the space armor that the Tier 10 has, it's pretty damn strong now. I think it's sitting... I hate to say around 300 millimeters effective armor. It might be a pinch below that. We're gonna do the same thing, Carnivarn. Cranberry mustard. What do you mean? That actually sounds pretty good, to be honest. Cranberries and mustard go together. You can't look at it as cranberries and mustard. You gotta look at it as... Say if it's like sweet and cranberries, it, like, you know, sweet, tangy, sour. That's how you have to look at things. Honestly, I put cranberries not in a restaurant because I think it would weird people out. I put like sweet and dried cranberries in my tuna fish at home. Sriracha, a little bit of mustard, you know, just salt, pepper. He's dead. Nice one. Oopsie daisy. Don't aim in. There we go. Couldn't do that post this buff. Or this buff, I should say. Subway? Yeah, everything at Subway. Yeah, don't eat there. Honestly, if I eat out at, say, like a chain, just freaking go eat something bad. Like, Subway's not healthy for you, in my opinion. Like, calorie-wise, sure, but not real food. We'll say, honestly, Ryan got me some for dinner. 'Cause I didn't have time to make dinner here. I just shot a wall on purpose. I don't know if some of you guys might know if you're in the Northeast or Florida, what Wawa is. It's not like a gas station. They started out as like a little convenience store, but they have something called a gobbler. It's essentially like, it's they have it since like the end of August, early September through like Christmas. It's turkey, you know, gravy, stuffing, and like cranberry relish almost on it, and it's delicious. It's so bad for you because it's not like real, but that's what she got on her way home. Since my post-work lunch, I guess, slash dinner was a tuna fish sandwich. Alright, I actually need to get myself away from that Foch because he's reloading. Yes, Taco Bell. I third that. Uh-oh, I need to keep going. I don't know why I stopped. Ash is coming back. Prima Victoria, are you gonna make a mistake? Thank you. I know I got hit by the Strav, but I'm trying to get grouped up here with my team. IS-6, you better frickin' come help me. He's not gonna come help me. Oh. Whew. Pat myself in the back for that. IS-6. IS-6. Hello. Earth the IS-6. Ah, I guess frickin' he's zoned out. I just messed up. Yeah, we lost now. It's like, really, dude? Yeah. Smart thing. This guy, no offense, but see you, nice cuppa. Thanks for watching. Which I need to start a raffle here. But did 5,300 damage. Not shabby at all. Mastery Badge 3rd class, which says a lot that that was only a 3rd class there. The Tier 9 Conqueror, you know, they did change its gun a little bit. You know, it's overall a light nerf to it, but the armor on it is almost as good as the Tier 10s, I would say. Mastery Badge 3rd class, high caliber award. Yeah, 5,300 damage, and thanks for the help, team. But I saw a chance for us to win there, but needed to get the T-54 out, and we lost a couple more tanks in there. They just kept pushing for some reason. Oh well. It was a fun battle at least. So we got a Type 59 here. I need to remember some personal reserves here. Got so many of them that kind of have to remember to keep up with them, or else they just keep piling on up. Excuse me. Up after this. I can't talk. My mouth is like, it's not wanting to function. I drank too much coffee, it's all dry. But anyway, up after this is the Type 5 Heavy. T-28 prototype. Got the Sherman Jumbo, WZ-131. Levi picks the tank again, and the IS-6. I'll definitely be able to get through all those. And at the end, I'll probably tack on maybe 1 or 2 grinds I probably have time with. That sounds good, Graham. I was gonna say, I'm a sucker for stuffing. We're actually hopefully figuring out if we're doing Thanksgiving or not. Like, my family either does it the week before or the week after, because Thanksgiving, my brother and I cook, I forget how many turkeys were this year. It's around 100 turkeys. Basically, we do like family style carving at the table. You know, everything's family portions, and there is an a la carte menu for those that don't need a whole turkey. But yeah, busiest day of the year. Lots of freaking turkeys too. The whole kitchen's like covered with not only like floor mats, what we typically have down, but like just cardboard, because there's no way to not get things greasy. Which, gotta love it. I'm fairly sure I have 6th sense in this, and I was not spotted, so he did a pretty good job in just guessing where I was at. Touché. I should, now that people are spotted, he's not gonna fire back here. Kinda hoping to spot something in the center, because they have a lot of, you know, lighter tanks, I should say. This. Well, we don't have it at the restaurant since, you know, typically Thanksgiving, you know, my whole family doesn't really do it together, so just because we all see each other there. We're like my immediate family, typically we do it. We invite everyone, but typically everyone kind of does their, you know, own thing. But typically honestly midweek when the restaurant's closed, that's when we actually get maintenance done before it gets cold and they can't do certain things in the winter for maintenance. Like the whole place is like torn apart essentially. Not just the restaurant, but the hotel area. It's not really a place you want to be, which congratulations Victor on winning. Alright. I need to actually be our top tier, because right now I'm just being a slug. I don't know why I shot that. Probably thought I was gonna tip myself over there, didn't you guys? LTTB, touche. He got past me. I'm not doing a very good job at... Honestly, I'm our heaviest tank essentially. The T-34 is not really a functional heavy. Oh, that IS-3 just booked it up there. Okay, I want to bounce that one shot. IS-3, you can stay up there. Oopsie daisy. Trying to help this T-34 out, but he's not making it easy. Oh god, he's gonna get me in a lot of trouble. Yep, lots of trouble here. At this point though, we're pretty screwed. Like we just lost so many people to where it doesn't matter. Honestly, on our, I don't have it here, unfortunately. It's in the other room, which yeah, I stunk it up here as our top tier. My aunt, she calls it Carcass Day, which thank you very much for the subscription. Very wonderful person there. She writes Carcass Day on everything. Just because she typically... Alright, what tank's next? Type 5. Let me click back in. She typically like wraps all the leftovers and stuff for people. And it's just so many freaking turkeys. And so many milk crates, like labeled with everyone's name. But up next is the Type 5. Haven't played this one in a little bit. And then the T-28 Proto. Yeah, the Type 59, it's not bad. I guess, you know, buffed it a little bit, but it's... I find it a little bit underwhelming playing it now. Just because a lot of times the gun just, it doesn't really work for a medium. It just takes too long to kind of aim in, and you can't really... Even with some premium rounds, it's just really hard to fight against things with armor. Yeah, I'll try to take some pictures this year again. That's my job, is basically one day, typically the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, I basically just sit there and brine, not brine, but I inject with like a brine and season every single turkey that we're gonna do. It's a blast. I'm surprised I don't like contract salmonella. Let's just chuck a frickin' HE around there for the hell of it. I feel bad for the delivery driver each year. It's the same guy the past 2 years, where like the first story of our hotel is probably, I'd say it's at least like, it doesn't look like it because in the front there's steps, but in the back it's just like a ramp, a loading dock ramp. Probably a good like 10-12 feet off the ground because it's on pilings, being right next to the ocean. And this poor guy has to load and truck up on a little hand truck all these turkeys. I'm typically the one like receiving it too, because since we're closed during the week, I'm usually the one there like early taking orders and or receiving orders the day or two before we're open. At this rate though, it's gonna be like 80 degrees here on Thanksgiving. It's so freaking hot in Cape May still, and probably, you know, the rest of the Northeast. Taking a little bit of a risk is kind of exposing my side, but everyone knows the South. I pretty much think it's the most important part of this map. I can't fight down there in this just because of the gun depression, but if you sit in the town and there's not, say, like an overwhelming force in front of you, typically you're going to get flanked at the end and you're going to lose. Really? Didn't expect to do 0 there. Didn't expect to go much, or do much, but didn't expect the big 0. Should be, okay, thanks for missing. So I'm gonna open up my side here. He's got a more dangerous gun. Alright, I guess my helpers are not here anymore. Awesome. Thank you guys. Are you going to help at all? There's a nice fat IS-3 sitting right behind me, which... Yep. Thank you. Just, that was a lot more HP I wanted to lose against a frickin' tier 8. Cool. I wish it would get that cold here right now. I keep getting myself into more and more gardening projects since it's so hot. I'm not doing this right at all here. I'm starting to see what happened in the South, and okay, the E4 is still aiming at me. Really, guys? Thank you. Yeah, we see the base, or at least I do. Luck? Yeah, I got a little luck there. But this is one of those things where had I went south, I don't think I would have changed that outcome, because I would have just been pretty much useless with my gun, and they would have just left me for last. But I was trying to play that as quick as possible. Lost a lot of HP for getting flanked and stuff, but there's certain maps, this is kind of why I hate this map in a way, because there's really only one way to win it reliably, and that's to win the South. But a lot of tanks don't work down there. If you're not a medium or like a light heavy tank or light tank, mainly screws over really heavy tanks and tank destroyers with no turret. But it is what it is. I had a feeling this was gonna happen. Don't think I'm gonna be able to... Yeah. almost did, you know, 599 damage, but trying to hit his engine deck and that didn't work. Stop shooting me. Yeah, I'm a goner. As I say, he shouldn't have any shells left. There's my last shot, but early last year, Victor. Yes, early 2016. I started streaming regularly. But we lost. 4,000 damage. Yeah. But honestly, it wasn't even our team's fault. Just, you know, as far as tier 10s go, you have myself, a Fosh B. What is it? That's, yeah, that's our only tier 10s against an E5 and an E4. AMX 13-105, so maybe we did have a light as well, but basically just the difference of myself and the Fosh B can't fight down in the south very well. I'm pretty sure he went down there and didn't exactly turn out as planned, but it's just one of those things. Both America maps, Live Oaks and Highway, I think are some of the, you know, worst maps when it comes to balance in the game. I think Live Oaks just needs, honestly, you know, the whole swamp thing in the center to go away. And Highway, you know, it needs something in the center. Because both maps are just basically a giant circle. And if you're a heavy tank, you go one way. If you're a light tank, you go the other way. And that's pretty much how they shake out every single match. So into the T28 Proto. Unfortunately, I'm bottom tier here, so this is gonna be a little bit iffy. Since there isn't any arty, but if I stay back here and kind of sit in the TV spot, a lot of their tanks can still pen me through the turret front. Honestly, I've only, like if I ever watch live streams, I've only ever talked in Rita's chat just because I know her. Everyone else, I guess, kind of lurk. Okie dokie. I don't know why I feel more confident in getting myself like closer to them, but I do for whatever reason. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. Come on. I'm gonna get hit again by the Caravarn, but maybe I shouldn't have went out here. It's mainly because, you know, our team, they have to see that there's, well, now it's down to 3, but that there's tanks here in the town, and the Udez is just like booking it like as fast as possible to the corner where he's not going to be able to shoot anything. Thinking about going to the T28, but I'm concerned about the Type 4 because he can really do a number on me here. There we go. Now we're on decent footing, but this, yeah, again, this T28 is going to be an issue. Oopsie daisy. not going to be able to run away. He's got me. Did almost 2,000 damage though, at the very least. And okay, the Indian Panzer and the Strev S1 are helping out now, it looks like. Or maybe just the Indian Panzer. No, the Strev S1 was helping. This should be fine now. And we should get a W. But anyway. T-28 had the advantage there, but fortunately some people were shooting him in the back too. I'm actually curious. Pretty sure it's actually working as far as... Yes, or not, maybe it's not. As far as... I'm only at 2 still. Maybe they fixed it as far as platooning goes, random battles. Yeah, it's not working. They might have fixed that. You were able to, I guess, for starting out, being able to platoon and hop out without actually completing a match, just inviting people. Doesn't look like it's counting it anymore. They must have patched that, because when the first day it went live for that mission, a lot of people were doing it. You can just spam them out really quick. That's nice to know. Alright, on to the Jumbo Sherman. Top tier, that is a first tier for today, for a tier 6. No pressure, except for they have a KV2. A little bit nervous about that one. I think I'm gonna stick over here to begin with and see how things shape up. Typically the weak area for defending is this little area here. Because usually your artillery, granted we only have 1, your artillery usually spawns here, whereas on the other side most of your standard tanks do. E95 challenge? Sure thing, John. It'll be interesting. Right? You don't all gotta stop. If they didn't have a KV2, honestly, I'd be extremely aggressive here. Because I'm fairly confident I'd be able to keep my front towards the enemy. So I know where he's at, though. I gotta play it a little bit safe. Like, I'd already be down there. But the threat of getting hit in the side by an HE round's a little too high. Right, I haven't shot this gun in a while. Shell velocity is a little bit lower than I remember. Right, that's not good. They're all running back now. This is not good. They're all sucking into the corn, yeah. Okay, this is not how this was supposed to go, but screw it. Here goes nothing. I just need to dot my I's here. Just pushing yourself all the way in the corner, you give them where that T-34-85M is, pretty good chunk of the map without contesting it. Right, he's gone. Sorry, little TD. Stuttering problems with the stream. If it's with the stream, just especially on a phone, you need to lower the quality just a pinch. if your phone's trying to like stream at 1080p, that's definitely pushing it for the bitrate that I'm doing. For a PC, it's definitely fine, but for a phone, that's a lot of stuff to not only, you know, transfer over Wi-Fi, but also for the phone to actually take in. Didn't exactly clear that area, which they are finding out now. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite us. Come on, little 76mm, you can do it. Not against KV2 at this range, but yeah, screw this. I'm gonna be a filthy gold spammer here. Oop, never mind. He moved. Human stuttering? How about that? Come on, buildings, get out of my way. I know. I'm not worried about the challenge. Or, you know, I still might lose it, but nice getting something different from time to time. Not that I'm, you know, I like also getting the same challenges over and over because it gives me a little bit of practice. I honestly stutter a lot at times, but that's half to do with, not that I'm nervous right now, but my body, you know, I've had anxiety basically forever, to where talking in general, you know, not that it's face to face here, but when it's me talking, you know, to more than just say a person, and it's like multiple people, my mind goes like so fast compared to my mouth. I'm banking on that even if I die here, my team will be able to get us to victory, because he has a pretty good chance at just derping me here. Especially because I don't have the stock turret, so this has less armor. There we go. Made him take a poor shot. Goodbye. This is actually bringing back memories of when this tank wasn't. It's a little bit underpowered right now, just because the armor doesn't mean as much, but like I have a lot of replays up of this, honestly, from years ago when you just could like wipe the floor if you're top tier or there are just like a couple sevens, because its armor actually could bounce pretty much anything tier 6 could throw at you, because people didn't have premium rounds for credits. And even in the early days, a lot of people didn't use them, so, you know, it took a couple months even after they switched that to where it still was pretty damn good. Anyway, pretty decent match. Mastery badge 2nd class. Most amount of damage on my team. The KV2 beat me out by a little bit, but hey, we got a W here. He did not. And lost some credits because I threw a lot of APCR out there. I just went for it. But I just knew at that range, the first encounter I had against the KV-1 or KV-2, very iffy to pen him unless it was like flat on his side, just with the penetration drop off. Alright, so, I actually had a WZ-131 request. I do not have that. I do have a WZ-132. I'm pretty sure it was a 131. And hopefully I didn't type it wrong. But yeah. I'm gonna hop into the 132. Hopefully I didn't type that down incorrectly. I'm just gonna try to spot the left side. Typically I'd push really hard down here in a light. However, those three tanks on the top there against, I'm not banking on a T-20 and a T-25 pilot to come with me. So I'm gonna play it a little bit safe as far as my standards go, and I'm not gonna dive right down to one line. I'm gonna try to spot a little bit over there and kind of see how it shakes out. See you, Graham. Have a nice one. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I know it's getting late for, you know, those that have to work tomorrow. Levi and I are gonna be doing a bunch of yard work since it's gonna rain after the day. I don't consider that work though. Go to spot. Okay, Lorraine's over there, so I'm just gonna keep inching my way up a little bit. One guy took the bait. I don't really have any help though, which is my problem here. Come on, guys. I got one sucked in. Get Papa Stew. These guys that need to pop over. This is probably gonna be... Yep. Not a killing shot. Alright. Now it's time for me to help out here. Okay. Uh-oh. Did not want to miss that. Ooh, did not want to miss that either. Thank you, guys. Good use of the space bar with me getting up there. Just trying to keep myself in cover as long as possible. Most of their TDs are on the other side. So I'm just pushing it hard here. Not really having much luck with my accuracy. Lorraine's aiming at me here. Honestly, I don't care if the Artie hit me. I cared that he tracked me and made me use my medkit. Lorraine's coming in. He is full HP. I'm gonna run away. Really would be nice if I actually hit like 2 or 3 of those shots, because this would be... And I'm... Okay, never mind. I was like, maybe I don't need to run away because Lorraine, you know, lost a crap ton of HP. On the other hand, never mind again. I keep saying never mind because my team's actually helping. A nice feeling. Even when my gun's not working. Thank you very much. I've seen Poser around. Rick, though, it's been about a week. Yeah. Oh god. I completely get it though, you know. Schedules change, my stream schedule change, yeah. Or maybe they just don't like me anymore. But, oh god. Crap, I knew I was about to hit that bump. And I shot anyway. I know. Maybe all the bad RNG, I was just soaking it up and they were getting all the good stuff. Oh god. I don't know how I didn't flip myself there. Speaking about bad luck, I guess I got a little good luck there from not flipping myself over. Pretty fun match though, 1900 damage, 2300 assist. I'm not going to be able to make it to the T-43, so I'm just going to the cap. So after this, Levi has a pick. Levi he's going to want to see me grind a tank. That's what he's saying back there. Thank you, Rich. Oh, my shoulder hurts from... There is a rock there. I need to make a custom emoji when the next one gets unlocked of a frickin' rock. Or a flipped over tank. Got a mastery badge first class. Yeah, pretty good match there. Most amount of experience because I got quite a bit of assist there. Alright, let me add that, and now we're on to the T95 before I get the Levi's pick. Okay. I always hit rocks. Alright, so for T95 Deluxe Challenge, I've got to reach... Too late to do math in my head. Got to reach 4,500 damage, blocked, and assist all combined. Hello, Gus. And Lateef as well. Yeah, nice. Honestly, that movie looks a little bit over the top for me, but I'm sure it was pretty thrilling to watch. Why did it have to put me on this map? Because this is one of the few maps where I kind of want to just sit up here, where typically a camping TD does. But I don't want to. I'm still gonna go there to begin with. At the very least, I'll be able to slither my way this way, hopefully. Strawberry cream's like some of the best. It's coconut that's terrible. I have a very strong hatred for like sweetened shredded coconut. I love coconut, like fresh coconut or coconut milk, water, what have you. But yeah, shredded coconut can just go away. The deluxe challenge, 4,500 I think. 2.5 times? Yes. My human calculator is probably sleeping right now, so... I'm a bot? Thanks. Pretty sure I am the only bot currently live streaming. Thing is, this is not the worst spot in the world to go. It is though if my team wins the area down there, which it looks like they're gonna get it. My plan was basically just to stick my head out here and let them shoot me and not my team, and that's not gonna work out. My team kind of threw a wrench in that plan. Awesome. Oopsie daisy. I would not advise going here. However, they don't have many people in this area, which is helping me right now. My super Pershing. Okay, he's pushing over. Very nice. Type 59. Our other bot, you know. We're just botting it up here. Sad face. It's actually going to be pretty hard for me to get to this tally, because I don't think I'm going to be able to get any other shot in once this T-54 is dead, unless I start heading south pretty quickly here. Nice, Gus. Hopefully you're enjoying the KV-1. It's a pretty good tank. Alright, so we got the north, we got the center. Thank you, RNG. Pretty sure someone's a little angry that I just got that shot given to me, basically. A little unconventional though, but again, T95, it is faster now, yes. However, it's still pretty damn slow. I went to this spot because it's the first spot I can get to help my team. If I went out here, I would not be able to do anything, you know, for an extra, like, minute. But that's what I look for in this tank. And then you just kind of leapfrog up to where it makes sense, which nobody else was going to push into the frickin' swamp and get RD'd and shot from, you know, 1 or 2 different ways, so I put myself there. I still have a ways to go as far as getting the challenge here. I got a little over 1,000 left as far as that goes. That face. Still not out of this. We're tied. Probably because of that frickin' bot T95 on our team. 0 damage critical hit. Come on, AT-15, just stick behind me, buddy. Mainly waiting for this defender to shoot again, because he's waiting for me to pop up. There we go. Come on. One of us will make it through now. Oh, sorry AT-15, I really did not mean to do that. Which, thanks for the challenge, I barely got over it right now though. Shot. Take that. T-32. This was a fun, different battle though for T-95. I didn't think I'd end up where I did. Hey. Honestly though, I wonder who called me a bot in the beginning, because that person's a very mean person. A little bit of icing on the top here. I don't care if the IS-3 hits me, to be honest. Really easy though, there's just a pile on, you know, with 750 damage gun even at the end. Did 3,800 damage, 2,300 blocked. Hey, it did end up being fairly easy, but I was a little bit worried even given the speed and if I got flanked. He's one of your clanmates? Well, sorry for shooting him. Not sorry. Mastery Badge 2nd class, Steel Wall Award. Thank you very much again for the challenge. Yeah. E75 did a very nice job. And your clanmate depends on the T-32. Okay, so I'm guessing CD Day was your clanmate. Well, unfortunately for him, I was just fast enough to be able to flank him there. I got another grind here. Why don't I think my closest grind's the Leopard prototype. Why don't I hop into that? And then I have an IS-6 request after that. Well, you'll have to wait until Randall, once you hit 260 hours, you will you'll have graduated. I know a few people probably have, they definitely hit over 260 or wait. No, Randall, you are, you know, you're still the most watched, so once you hit 260, you'll definitely your eyes will open as far as playing tanks that are under tier 5. The next ranks is a pretty funny one. Well, the KV-1, it's got a few different decent guns on it, honestly. Only challenges, you know, it's really, you know, to me it's a little slow. Armor doesn't work once you start fighting against tier 6s. It's still good, but I have trouble playing it when I'm bottom tier. Then again, most tier 5s do. You gonna come with me? No, I wanted to ram him. Guess I'm gonna take, I would have been able to kill him before he shot all those. Here's me getting myself into too much trouble in a... If I was an AMX-30, I'd be a little bit better off here. But I don't have gun depression now to fight. Or I need to fight. type, can we talk about this? No. I have to get a shot. Oh god. Yes, no. Nobody went with me here. I think this is gonna be a pretty quick match for me here. Honestly, the game, it opens up once you get like your first elite tier 5 and you know 100% crew in it. Before that, the game, it's definitely pretty different, thank god. But tier 5s in general right now are a little bit underpowered, so you get a lot of matches where you feel kind of helpless in a way. That's why, you know, I said it earlier, for the amount of people that complain about tier 8 matchmaking right now, it's honestly a hell of a lot better than playing like tier 6s, 5, stuff like that. Alright, where do I go? Oh, I hit him. I think he's a little surprised he was not spotted. Like, that T-25 is probably sitting in the same spot, and I was right. Unfortunately, do I think I can get out of here? Whatever, I'm gonna try it. I think I can. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. That TD. Also this little guy. Yep, he's got me. Okay. My already sense was tingling. I'll probably start a raffle after this one, since the IS-6 battle up next probably will be the last match. Uh-oh. I don't have 6th sense, so... Crap. Panic shot. I'm gonna get RD'd here in a second if one of these guys don't kill me. Yeah, the Leo got me. It's just, I lost all my HP stupidly in the beginning. And after that, our team just, we're getting picked off one by one. Alright. Let me start another giveaway. We got the IS-6. Honestly, like, not, you know, even high tiers, don't, if you want to play high tiers, I wouldn't worry about, like you said, dragging your team down or anything. It's just, for as much as people complain about other players, good or bad, like, I had a couple crappy matches today where I sucked for my team. Happens to everyone, to where if you have fun playing any tier in a certain tank, just freaking play it. You're the one putting your time to play the game and spending the money to play it, to where you know, honestly, every single PvP game, you know, where you're playing with other players, you always have matches to where it just doesn't work out for your team, or, you know, like I feel bad, you know, having a crappy match and sucking it up for my team, but, you know, at the same time, you know, you can't get too hung up on it, as long as you're having fun in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, that's just how matchmaking is, honestly, time to time now. It used to be where tier 5 you got mostly top tier. It's just, especially as the games progressed, most people stick around tier 8 to 10 now. And there's a lot less, you know, say, hello Nori, nice to see you. Say like new blood, you know, coming in to where less people are playing the mid tiers, so that's why you just get kind of you know, pushed up a little bit. Like, does the new matchmaker have a little bit of effect on that? Yes. However, you know, it's just one of those things to where without, say, a ton of new people coming in because the game's older now, you know, it's a effect that start to see. Take that HP or 18 damage. I should be able to bounce this. WZ111, I would say yes. I would take it if, you know, say the WZ111, IS6, and the 112 are all for sale. I would probably pick the 111 over them, just because it has good mobility, comparable armor, and the gun is more accurate. You don't gain, you know, penetration or damage, but it's the more, it's definitely not a medium, but it's the more medium-esque of the tanks since they rebalanced it, and it actually performs the best out of all of them currently because, ooh lord. It's able to do a little bit more, as I guess shot right under that guy. But I would say only buy it if you think you're gonna like playing it. There definitely are better performing premiums than it. The main thing going for it is the preferential matchmaking. You take, I was about to say, take that Inuyasha. I remember watching that show years ago. I'm just gonna be a filthy premium spammer here. Actually, screw it. I don't need premium now. Although, yeah, I'd be able to pen him right there with APCR. Instead, I gotta go around to the side. Congratulations, Rich, for winning. But I will say, you know, the one problem with any preferential tank right now, specifically the trio of IS6, WZ 111, and the 112 is, say you come face to face against like a newer tier 8 premium, say like the Patriot, Scorpion G, you know, it's TD, it's a different branch, so like the Object 252U, you will be at a disadvantage against them. You know, 1v1, you are at a disadvantage because the preferential matchmaking right now, you're gimped a little bit. You don't face tier 10s, which helps in the long run, but if you don't like kind of being outmatched a little bit against, you know, in that case, we're fighting a bunch of tanks that are also preferential here. you know, it's basically you're getting better matchmaking and you have a slightly weaker tank in a way. If you don't really like that, it's not a good buy. But as far as the tank goes, you know, I have fun in it. And since it is more mobile and the gun's a little bit better moving around accuracy wise, it's definitely the better out of like the IS-6 and the 112 in my opinion. Anyway though, that's it for the stream today. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Master Your Badge second class here to end. And top 3 damage. That was a pretty nice match there. We had teamwork wise. But my next stream's going to be coming up Tuesday morning for World of Tanks, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. And then Tuesday night, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You guys picked it. I'll be playing Destiny 2, unless some strange bug or something happens, because that's the day it releases. So, unless my PC can't play it, which it shouldn't have any problems. I'll see you guys sometime on Tuesday, hopefully. And I think I said it, but thank you very much, Michael, for the subscription. Otherwise, have a nice one. See you guys around. I'm about to go eat myself a gobbler I talked about earlier. But anyway, see you guys. Have a nice one.